was invited to speak on another podcast. And so today is a little snippet from that show with Katherine Connolly. She is a neurodivergent somatic counselor. And it was just a great conversation. So today is a little bit of that. And then I will link all the details so that you can check out the full episode on her feed. But I hope that you enjoyed today's episode. It is just a quick preview of the amazing work that she does with neurodivergent families and the somatics, and some really practical real life things to help us reset our nervous systems and our bodies. But here is a sneak peek. I hope you enjoy. Okay, so tell me a little bit about who you are, what you do, and what brought you to this moment today.
Yeah. So, I mean, obviously, what brought me to this moment today is we loved and had a great little connection. I'm Katherine Connolly. I'm a neuroaffirming somatic clinical counselor, craniosacral therapist, and a founder of a registered children's yoga school. So, my work is all based in somatics, and I've been supporting sensitive and neurodivergent families since 2011. How I got into that is, I mean, we all have our story. So it started when I was really little. My mom recognized that I was quite anxious as a child. I didn't have like my neurodivergent labels back then because that wasn't a thing in the 80s and 90s. So anyway, she gave me breath work and meditation. And so I had those tools from a very young age. I started practicing them pretty regularly. I started going through my grand's 1970s style yoga books when I was about 7. And I started to realize when I use my body or like practice different forms, like, do you know wheel? Where you make a wheel with your body, like a back bend?
No.
That was a huge heart opener and anxiety releaser.
Hmm.
So that became something that I use very often, and like you, running. And it's just sort of continued since. So I experienced some difficult periods due to trauma as a child, and I started to disconnect from my body. So I struggled with eating disorders from 10 to 25, and I had a near death experience when I was 21. And it was really in that moment when I left my body, it was quite an experience. And I just remember saying, Katie, come back, Katie, come back, Katie, come back. And that's when I was like, okay, this is my work. I chose to consciously reconnect with my body. There's a reason I learned all of this as a child. And so helping neurodivergent individuals, particularly families, stay connected to themselves is why I do what I do.
Wow. Wow. That's unreal.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting all the different sort of ways that I think are the journeys that are we take, right, to get to where we are. I mean, I did my undergrad in international business, not in education or health or anything. So it's really beautiful, I think, though, that yeah, just it, if we listen to what our bodies are saying and stay sort of connected just the way the path weaves, and if we're able to kind of bring in that grace and ability to trust,
Yeah.
it's really interesting just how it shows up, and then, like, I wouldn't have changed anything.
Yeah. That's interesting that you say that. And I think that I noticed in my own story that I'm like, "Oh, I wasted time doing this or that." And now I look back and I go, all of those things led me to this moment. And they were, whether I learned something about myself or someone else or the world or my body and my mind, all of those things that none of those opportunities were wasted. And I think that that has also helped me get over some of those times where my mind tries to lie to me and say, it was a waste of time, or that wasn't, you could have done something differently with your time. And I think for me, the time piece has been a big one because we can make more money, but we can't make more time. And so that, one of those resources that we can't make more of. And so that had been really helpful for me to realize that none of those moments were wasted. They were all something to learn something about myself or my future or whatever. And I think especially like on the money side, we can have so much of like the shame and regret about our past decisions, and none of that is going to serve us moving into the future. Debt Rebel. And if you want to check out the full episode, I will link that in the show notes for you so you can hear more about Katie, learn more about her work, and how you can stay connected to her. So we'll see you in the next episode. Thank you for tuning in to the Debt Rebel Show today. Ready to take your family budgeting to the next level? Stop that paycheck to paycheck grind and start living debt free? head over to my website, debtrebelpodcast.com. That's DEBTREBEL podcast.com to grab resources, tools, and tips to make it happen. And don't forget, subscribe, leave a review, and if you know another family that would love hearing today's episode, it would be such a gift for both of us, your friend and me, if you share this episode. And remember, your debt-free life starts with one brave step, and I'm cheering you on every step of the way. We'll talk soon, Debt Rebel.